Inishbofin, or Island of the White Cow when you translate to English, is an island steeped in history and in myth. There's a tale that fishermen landed on the island covered in fog, and by lighting a fire, it lifted the magic, which revealed an old woman on a white cow, which turned into rock after she struck it with a stick. Island of the White Cow. It's located 8 kilometers off the west coast of Ireland, and it's only 5 kilometers long. And like any successful Irish actor or athlete, this island was also claimed by the British, but you'll learn more about that later. Time to get on the ferry and see what this is all about. I hope we make it on time, because we are like 15 minutes late. There's not a lot of travel options to the island, but we went with the ferry. I've never actually been to one of these islands before. It's pretty exciting. I seen Banshees of Inisbofin, that was cool, and they were on an island. Hopefully they have the pub. We were talking earlier, we were like, what if we get, like, this is the like early found footage of when we get like killed. I feel like this is the perfect place for a serial killer. Also, can I show them your hat? This is Hector. I'm the king of the world. Okay, first impressions of the boat, it's actually nice. The one thing is though, we don't have accommodation yet. We were meant to be camping, but then we all just didn't want to bring the camping stuff. There's like loads of people upstairs. They could be booking all the hotels. So we might just have to stay up all night, which is fine by me. Do you know what I mean? Oh, I thought I broke that thing with my ass. Welcome to Inishbofin. The first thing on the list for me and my friends was to find transport, and luckily, we met this man. Hello. How's it going? Yeah. I think this is the right spot. Yeah. How long do you want them for? We're getting the first ferry tomorrow, so probably just till tonight. Till tonight? Yeah, probably, yeah. Yeah, they're 15 each. Thank you. Where are you staying at? Nowhere yet. You don't know yet? No, yet. Hostel maybe? Maybe, yeah. Is it busy? No. No. Grand. Oh, you have a red one. So I'm here with
Laura. Megan.
Megan and Laura. How long have you been here?
I've been here 6 years. I've been here since May.
So what's your favourite part about the island?
The people.
People?
And the sea.
The sea, yeah.
The sea and the peacefulness.
What's the population? As obviously Google says what it is.
170 to 180 full time.
And then
that fluctuates during summertime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And what made you come to the island? Like, are you close to?
Came to hang out with Megan. No, I came here because my friend used to work here and my cousin came out here all the time playing music when they were in college.
This is so cool. Oh my god. Our first stop was one of the 3 hotels on the island, but unfortunately it was a little bit too expensive for 3 lads trying to be YouTubers. So we had to go for the next best thing, which honestly is kind of even better, a hostel.
Okay, yeah. It's been 5 a night.
25 a night?
Oh, yeah. It's 1 night, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, it's 1 night.
Back to the top one. Top one, okay. Yeah. And we don't lock any doors, no keys and nothing.
Yeah.
So you can come and go anytime.
Is that your room up there?
Yeah. Okay. I'll take your names later. I said okay.
Yeah,
because I'm in the middle of cleaning
yeah, of course,
and
of course.
Would we be able to leave our bags?
Yeah, sure.
And
Yeah.
where
So
will
there's
we-
no one in here.
And will we pay card downstairs or cash? Or?
Later on, yeah.
Later on, yeah.
I'll catch you at night. Your first time?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you have any recommendations of what we should do?
The pub, only 2 pubs, like 3 pubs, like the hotel and the beach.
That's
bar,
okay.
More, yeah. And so if you go to the west side, try the double-decker bus, the food.
Oh,
It's
okay.
amazing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is there a Tesco close by?
Just go.
And pennies.
You had a good Galway.
Laura fell in love.
Oh,
I
fell
fell
in
in
love.
love.
With you?
No. She wishes.
Yeah,
She was supposed to come out with me the first year I came.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And then it only took her till she got a man before
Yeah,
she
and then
came
it was-
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now we finally are here working together.
Keep the man here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, and then you stayed.
But it kind of came for the summer, just but we met here. We met in the bar next door.
Oh.
But and Megan
There you
was
go.
kind
So
of.
you have a chance, Hector. You might find love. Hector trying to find this. So.
This is fucking sick, I'm not gonna lie. This feels like something out of a Denny's ad. You know Denny's sausages?
Yeah.
They'd be like out on the beach having fun, then like they'd wake up all messy here and they'd be like having sausages and it'd bring the whole family together. That's what this feels like. Also feels like a sleepover, just with my best buds. I feel like a 12-year-old.
Last time in Hector's house.
Yeah.
I think we had the whole room to ourselves.
As cool as the hostel was, we had an island to explore, and the first stop on our list was to go to the double-decker bus that was recommended to us by the hostel lady. This was something that was on my mind before we came to the island. I didn't know what type of food there'd be, where you could eat, but it was really interesting to eat beside a double-decker bus, and overall, 10 out of 10. Everyone say Inishbofin. So far, the two people we've met have put full trust into us. The bike rental man said he wasn't going to be there in the morning, but just to leave the bikes beside his shed, and the hostel woman told us we don't need to pay you, no problem. And as I look back to the mainland, I thought how different life is here compared to in the city. And with that, there was only one natural thing to do. Go to the pub and meet more people. But most importantly, ask some locals what it's actually like to live on Inishbofin. What's your name?
Adrian.
Are you a local or are you a visitor?
No, just regular visitor
Visitor, yeah. And how long have you been coming to the island for?
since 1994.
And what's been your favourite memory of the island since you've been here?
Well, possibly the climate.
Climate, yeah.
Yeah, it has its own microclimate.
Do you speak Irish?
Yes, we
Yeah.
love to. But it doesn't. They don't out here. The Irish went when Cromwell came here with that castle.
And the RIC.
Classic.
Yeah.
They're always at it.
That's not the best thing. The best thing is I think the people and they love the music here. Yeah.
There's a sign out here.
Yeah, it says no
It says no
spoons.
spooning.
Oh, yeah.
Inside.
I
Yeah, it
didn't
says
see that.
no smoking or no spooning. You can't read the spoons.
Oh,
like.
well, spooning is... you're going to have to edit this.
That leads me to my next question. What's like daily life like?
Well, there's loads of men with like they're fishermen. We've
Or
got some
winkle
people.
picking.
Yeah, they've got trades themselves.
Winkle
Carpentry, winkle picking.
Never heard of that.
Yeah.
Periwinkles. I did
Oh.
it last winter.
Yeah.
It's very good. They're little tiny little sea snails.
Oh,
They love
okay.
them in France.
Really?
They'll pay. Yeah, they love it.
Yeah.
They love it. We've got carpenters, tradesmen who just build, paint. They do everything.
Artists.
Loads of bakers.
Artists,
Loads of lovely bakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and crafts ladies who build jewellery and stuff.
And how has the island changed since 1990s?
It hasn't
Kind of
changed
saying.
massively. Like we
Yeah.
heard a guy saying that he came in the 1960s for diving, and can imagine what it was like then. Like there wouldn't have been any tourism.
Yeah.
But now, well, they deal well with the tourists.
What's it like having no police?
Are we allowed to comment on that? We like it serves in our interest to be well behaved so that they don't come.
Yeah.
So we don't. They never push the boundaries here because
But they do come out every now and then
Just
as
to
well.
have a check
Yeah.
with
if they
like-
have to, yeah. It's
It's
like a
very
mutual
safe place.
respect. It's like we'll respect the
Community,
rules so that you
kinda.
kind of leave us alone.
And you're
Do
going
you
to know who done it as well if someone does something.
Yeah,
It's
you're
like
not going to
only-
get away with anything.
Okay, so Simon, what's your first impressions after a couple of hours?
I think it's class. It's like they've achieved peace on earth before the rest of the world. Everybody here is lovely. Like I could see myself like when I'm older moving here. It's just pure peace. Like, there's no threat of like any stress or danger or anything like that at all. Like.
After we stopped filming this part, we got talking to a 90-year-old man who's been coming to the island for 17 years. Unfortunately though, he said he didn't want to do the interview because he wanted to have his dinner and 2 glasses of wine.
Here comes my agent.
But he did promise us that if we came back at a different time, he would do it for us. So I kept that in mind. While we were in the pub, a lot of the people were telling us that the island actually has its own local beer and that we had to try it. So that's what was next on the agenda. Alright, here we have the local beer. I'm not really the best connoisseur of beer. I don't really like drinking beer, but like a 7.2 out of 10.
What does it taste like?
Has a little bit of flavoriness to it or something. It's like a little, kind of feels like it's gonna be cider and then it tastes like this, but in a good way. You know what I mean? It's like, that real beer taste. That's like my dad. I was like, I hate the taste of beer, and he's like, I don't. It's like, you have to get used to it, and he's like, it's gold. As it got dark, I started to think back on the day I had so far. I'd met some of the funniest, nicest people I've ever met. I got to cycle around an island with my friends, listen to good music, drink beer, have nice food, and I kind of summed up how I felt in the moment. It's only 9 o'clock, but it feels like it's 11:30. I only got 3 hours sleep last night, but this is amazing. Most fun I've had in a long time. Being 23, it's hard to have fun like this. Feel like a kid again. There was one thing I felt like I missed out on, and that was the interview with the man we met in the pub. But there's always tomorrow. For this piece of hay, what's your favourite part of the island?
He's gonna eat the mic.
Lovely teeth on you. So, what do you think is the best part of Inishbofin? Would you get much tourism? Where do people go to college who are like local? Or like where do they go to school? Is there a school?
Primary school here, secondary school, I think they go kind of Clifton, Westport, and then if
Would
they
they have to
go
get the
into Galway,
ferry every day?
generally they go out on the Monday, they'd stay in a digs and come back or a
okay.
rental, I don't know, and come back in on
Or
the Friday.
like
Where's the nearest hospital? That's another question. Like obviously if they're
Galway.
Galway.
Galway, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and if it's urgent, you get helicopter lifted.
Where do you put the rubbish?
So we have got large bins, one for landfill, one for recycling,
Yeah.
and then they go out on the cargo ferry
And how often is that?
every 3 times a week.
What's your name? So far, this island is incredible. I always like to come to places like this because you just get relaxed. I feel like when you live in a city, you kind of get used to the whole like hustle bustle thing. And then you come here, people don't care. They don't give a fuck about anything. We're getting the ferry at 8:15 and everyone's telling us in the pub, lads, go home at 5. And we're like, oh, but like our tickets. And they're like, lads, that doesn't matter. Then with the hostel, we were meant to be checking out obviously at like 8 o'clock because our ferry's early. And then she came into the room this morning and she was like, oh, no problem, stay till 5, like no worries. Like checkout is at 11, but then we just left our bags in there. So really, really chill. Oh, that's what's making me think, like what is a day like on an island, you know? And that's why I wanted to come here, like what is it like to live here? So, but yeah, it's a beautiful place. Would definitely like to live here at some point. You have lovely teeth. Definitely got them in Turkey. Right now we're in the East End, then there's the West End over there. That's it, that's the whole island really. I think there's honestly a little bit of beef going on between them. Because we were talking yesterday to one of the people and we said like, oh, like which is the better end? And he was like, oh, I'm not getting into that. But I was like, that means that there is some. And if you're calling it West and East End, there's clearly a difference. Don't take my hands off though. Oh, he got a little lick there. You alright? Everyone here is really funny, by the way. Like everyone has the gift of the gab, you know? I feel under pressure. Alright, well thanks for your answers anyway. I'll catch you, right? I'm just gonna see if there's any other horses. Alright, it was time to stop horsing around. We only had 2 hours left until our ferry back to the mainland and we still hadn't even seen the beach. We tried to make the most out of our last bit of time we had on the island, thinking of everyone we met and the great experience that we had. But there was still one person I hadn't spoke to, and by pure chance, in the last 30 minutes of our time on the island, we finally sat down with him. After, of course, his agent said yes, and he finished his dinner and his 2 glasses of wine.
I'm at an age when things are bubbling out of me because I'm practically 90. I'll be coming here for 17 years. You may ask why I'm coming here. Because I'm stepping back in time. Because this is so different from Dublin. And if I can explain it to you in a simple phrase. I said to the man here, and it started to rain. The forecast wasn't for much rain. The forecast in Dublin. And he said to me, but 'twas promised wet here. And that's the difference. That sums it up for me. They even speak a different language, which is closer to what I grew up with. Because I come from Mayo and I'm 90. And that's it. And the reason I come here is I've been trying for years to say to them, if there was ever a motto for Inishbofin, it should be the words, no problem. Because ever you ask them anything, ever you say something to them, of course, no problem. That sums it up to me. Thank you.
Looks like Father Ted. Also, can I show them your hat? This is Hector.
Sucker!